Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of our podcast. We're going to be going over week 1 of the college football season, giving you guys some of our thoughts and predictions for the rest of the year. So let's get right into it. All right, we're going to be talking about the big games. First off, Texas versus Ohio State. 1 versus 3, kind of the game everyone was waiting to watch. Like, everyone's been hyped up for this game, right? And Arch Manning comes out and does not put on a show. Is he a bust?
I don't think. My take is that Arch Manning did not play that bad.
Interesting.
I know watching the game there were some easy throws that he missed, but I don't think that the other QB, Julian Sayin, did any better.
Outplayed him.
I really don't. I think across a lot of the games that I watched, all the QBs struggled to make the easy throws for the most part.
Yeah. And it's also tough for Arch. He's coming in. Ohio State's got to be one of the best defenses in the country. He's playing at Ohio State in his first ever game. Heisman favorite.
It's not his first ever game. He got some reps last year.
We'll say.
Yeah. Did he start any games last year or no?
Only home games. So first ever away start.
Yeah.
And he's a Heisman favorite before playing any really meaningful snaps.
Yeah.
That's as good as he is. That's a lot of pressure. So.
That's the biggest thing is to put it in perspective. He didn't have a bad game, but when you compare him to what everyone thinks he is, he didn't have a great day.
I'm excited to see how he does the rest of the year. I wouldn't count out Texas by any means at all. I think they're
good. SEC
could win the SEC still. So, but one thing I noticed was Stark playing it safe with his play calls. He's usually the guy who's kind of a mastermind, puts in some very interesting plays, and I feel like he didn't really get into his bag until they were down and he needed to, and that's when they started moving the football.
Yeah, they were talking about that on the broadcast. They were saying that he usually has a lot of pre-snap motion to kind of help get Arch in a rhythm, do some some lateral tosses to the running backs to get him in a rhythm, and he wasn't doing that.
He didn't do it.
So, they thought that was a pretty big contributing factor to why Arch struggled like he did. But I just thought it was so interesting the way that Arch, his downfield throws were gorgeous. But then, wide open, crossers, slants, just, overthrew him, throwing balls in the dirt. It was crazy.
Yeah, I think it almost seemed like Texas was, and Stark, they were playing not to lose instead of to win.
Yeah.
It almost seemed like when they did start playing to win because they had to and their back was against the wall, that's when they were at their best. Which, first game of the year, like you said, every team offensively in that first week, it kind of struggled. But
it was crazy that they didn't, it looked like they didn't trust Arch to throw the ball in the red zone. Because, when they got stopped at the goal line, it was just run, designed QB run.
It was 2 or 3 in a row.
And it was why, I don't know.
Yeah.
They didn't even call a passing play.
No.
It was just straight runs both times that they were in the red zone.
Yeah.
The only time that he threw it in the end zone was
the touchdown.
From, I don't know,
20,
outside the red zone.
It was
Ohio State, even going back to last year, had the best red zone defense, especially their goal line defense. So,
yeah, I'm excited to see where both of those teams kind of go from here because both defenses just seemed like brick walls. Ohio State had to earn everything, but yeah, I'm excited to see where those teams go. Now we're kind of going to the next big game, kind of the one that shocked probably most people is Bama at Florida State. Florida State pulling off an upset by 2 touchdowns. And this kid, Tommy Castellanos, transferred from Boston College last year, was injured last year, tore his ACL. No, sorry, it wasn't ACL, but got injured, didn't play very good coming out of his injury, got benched, transfers to Florida State, and knocks off Bama in his first game. It was pretty electric to watch.
Bama looked terrible.
They did not look very good at
all.
They
looked really bad. I was pretty shocked, to be honest with you. And I'm rooting for Kalen DeBoer.
Oh,
because
so
I love him, and Ryan Grubb, those are my dogs.
Yep.
I just don't. Bama's not the same. They have not been the same since Saban left.
Yes, I agree.
So I thought it was maybe just a down year last year, but the way they started off this year did not look great either.
And for for those of you who don't know, me and Blake, diehard Washington Husky fans. So
Yes, sir.
DeBoer, he's kind of our guy.
Yeah.
He brought us to the promised land. So we're rooting for him. We're rooting for Bama. But no, I mean, is his job in trouble? I mean, after last year, and if he puts together a pretty mediocre year this year, Alabama's a school where, I mean, you don't get many.
No, you
many
got to
chances.
produce right
No.
away. That's why I'm like, how many years does he have of mediocrity, or however you say that? Like, what is...
I heard that his buyout from the alumni was up to $70 million, I believe.
Wow.
So they kind of want him. It was either $7 or $70 million. I know
That's a big
gap.
difference.
I know. I remember the number 7 and million. So
All right.
but yeah, I mean that's a lot of money for a dude who has only been there a year. But it does not. I mean, you watch that, or you look back at that Washington offense with Penix, and it was just so electric. And then you look to last year, Alabama in this first game, it just doesn't look like any of that.
Yeah.
And I know it's different, like different personnel. Last year was almost still kind of Saban's team, I feel like. Like, you have Jaden Milroe, you can't bench him. He's a certified, like, starter. But that was, like, a lot of Saban's guys. Like, Saban recruited a lot of those guys. Now this year, you kind of get in the, okay, this is kind of DeBoer's team. Let's see what he does with it. So I'm excited to see if they can turn it around, but not a good starting point for him.
No. I'm excited to see Ryan Grubb back in college football.
100%.
I feel like his offense is way more well suited for the college game than it is the NFL.
Yes.
I mean, obviously seeing the Seahawks last year is like, well, maybe we could run the ball every now and then. But
yeah.
No, I'm excited to see him back at Bama. I mean, see what they can do.
Yeah. Ryan Williams or Bernard at wide receiver 1. I mean, Williams kind of 5 catches last night for 30 yards, but Bernard goes for 8 catches and 146 yards. No touchdowns for either one of them. But, I mean, Williams is kind of like the guy everyone knows, but is Bernard seemed better yesterday.
I don't know if he's better. I think Ryan Williams is like top 2 in as far as talent goes. But I mean, their QB definitely seemed more comfortable going to Bernard than Williams, which I definitely thought was interesting. I don't know if that's a one-time like game trend or if that's gonna be how it is moving forward. But I was expecting a big year from Ryan Williams.
I mean, and like you said, he's probably the second best wide receiver in the country behind obviously Jeremiah Smith. But
he didn't have a good game either.
No, and he's gonna get both of those guys are gonna get cued in on. Like, I mean,
yeah,
Williams is gonna be they're the guy they're looking for. So it could be a big year for Bernard as kind of the wide receiver number 2. Like, okay, someone's got to pick up the slack. They can't double both receivers, so it's always nice to have a really good 1-2 punch. And I think Alabama has that. They just got to get things rolling. Now kind of looking at more Florida State. Are they a potential playoff team? I mean, they looked pretty good yesterday.
I just couldn't tell if Florida State looked really good or if Bama looked really bad.
That's valid.
That was the thing for me. Like, I don't know if I saw enough from Florida State to think that they're a legit contender. Like, could they make the playoff? Sure. But, like, could they make any noise? I don't think I'm convinced of that yet.
Yeah, and I took a little peek at their schedule. Not too in-depth, but it didn't look... I mean, they got Miami on there. They had another pretty good ACC team. I can't remember who, but it didn't seem... I mean, as of now, I think they only played 2 ranked opponents.
Well, that's how it was, was it 2 years ago?
Where it was
when
they got snubbed.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, they do, at least now they have like a quality win against a ranked opponent, like a historic program like Bama. So maybe they're going to sneak in there and make some noise. Who knows?
I'm really excited to see him because, I mean, this Tommy Castellanos guy, I mean, after last year getting benched at Boston College, I mean, you got to think he's got something to prove. And that entire Florida State team, the coaching staff, the entire program, I mean, after getting snubbed and then coming out, I mean, saying they deserved it, and then you come out the next year and get
I think they had 2 wins.
Yeah, I mean, that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
And you got to think that entire program in Tallahassee is really fired up to try to go make some noise this year. So
they definitely got a chip on their shoulder.
I think the quarterback's the perfect guy to do it after getting benched last year at Boston College. I'm excited to see where they go from here. I mean,
he was a physical runner.
He was.
I feel like that's something that we've seen a lot more of in the last 5 years, even in college football, is these like dual threat quarterbacks.
And they have success at the college level a lot of times.
Which is funny because then they go to the pros and it doesn't always work out.
No.
Whereas like a guy like Joe Burrow, who's just a pure pocket passer.
Just makes noise.
Yeah. So I'm interested to see if this trend continues or if we kind of go back to like the more pocket passer type QBs.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. But all right, and then kind of our final big game. We're filming this before Notre Dame versus Miami, so that would have been the fourth big game. But our final big game of the week, we had LSU versus Clemson. Brian Kelly gets his first opening week win at LSU.
I saw that. He was 0-5 before this.
0-5 before, so that's got to feel good. They go into Clemson, win 17-10, I believe it was, by a touchdown. I mean, LSU, they've got to be title contenders, right? They looked pretty freaking good yesterday.
I told you before this game that I loved LSU, and Garrett Nussmeier was my Heisman pick.
Yeah, he played pretty freaking good.
He's the man. Like I remember watching him last year, and I was like, man, this guy is good. I think he finished in the Heisman race. He was like the third, I think. So I would not be surprised at all if he had a super big year, and if LSU was pretty good this year.
I wouldn't be surprised at all either. I mean, I think we'll kind of get to our conference picks later, but I could have them winning the SEC. I think their defense, I mean, they held Clemson to 32 yards of rushing. Like, that's insane.
It's crazy.
And
and Clemson's good. I saw they had 8 returners or eight starters return on both sides of the ball this year.
They were 16 total returners, and I mean, Cade Klubnik coming back, he's also in the Heisman running, and I mean, they held him to 10 points. I guess it's the first game of the year, but with 8 offensive returners, you'd think, and the same coach, same quarterback, you'd think that Clemson would be firing on all cylinders. So I think that's kind of a testament to LSU's defense there.
Yeah, for sure.
But now can Cade and Dabo bounce back? I think they are.
I think they will. I think they'll bounce back.
They look very solid. I think the game we watched last night was between two teams that could, make a run at a championship this year. And I think
they're definitely both contenders for their
100%.
Respective conferences. So,
yeah, I'm excited to see where both those teams can go from there. So, yeah, those were kind of our big games of the year or of the days. All right, now we're going to be taking a look at some of the other games from around the country. Starting with South Carolina versus Virginia Tech. South Carolina gets them by 13. They look good. I like the way South Carolina looks. Lenore Sellers, he looks legit.
They're kind of a sleeper team this year.
I think they might be one of my sleeper teams. Yeah, I agree.
Did you bet on that game?
I did, yes, and finally won a bet. So
there you go.
We're good. Here we go.
That's a good sign.
Yeah.
I thought Virginia Tech was giving them a little trouble, like early. I mean, it was 10-8 for a while until I think into the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
they definitely put up a fight.
They did. Sellers took a couple too many sacks. He took that sack that caused the safety, and then he took another 15-yard sack, just throw the ball away. But no, they had a punt return. The punt return really kind of extended their lead, and it kind of looked like they had it ever since then. So
yeah.
Taking a look at Baylor. Auburn 38-21 versus Baylor. They kind of dominated the whole game. They won every quarter, so it was pretty dominant for them. So
yeah, they pretty much just took care of business, just like Georgia, 45-7 against Marshall. Florida 55-0 versus Long Island. Like, I know when these good teams play bad teams, a lot of times they just steamroll them, but 55-0
that's a lot.
Unreal. It's good to see. Like, as a fan, I want to see close games and upsets, like Vanderbilt beating Alabama last year. But I'm sure these coaches of these big teams like Florida and Georgia are super happy to see their team doing what they're supposed to do against these smaller schools.
Oh yeah, so. And it's week 1. All college football fans know. A lot of these schools in the SEC, Big 12, Big 10, they just schedule bad teams. It's almost like a scrimmage most of the time. Yeah. So we're not going to talk about a lot of those big losses, but or big wins. But one we will talk about is Oklahoma. They beat the brakes off Illinois State. 35-3. But John Batir, first game as a Sooner, breaks Baker Mayfield's record for passing yards in the first game of the season. So that was pretty cool to see.
Which is crazy because John Mateer at Wazoo last year was not known for his throwing.
No,
he was a very mobile quarterback, 100+ rushing yards in some games.
And I didn't write it down, but I believe the number was above 400 passing yards,
which is crazy.
But they play Michigan next week, so he did it versus Illinois State. We'll see if he can do it. We'll see if he's legit next week. Looking at another SEC game, we got Texas A&M. They beat UTSA by about 18.
Which is UTSA in the WAC?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a very good football team.
No.
Their starting running back only got 3 carries. He had the ACL tear last year, kind of took him out of the game, or the season, sorry. That's Le'Veon Moss. But one thing that surprised me was that UTSA scored 24 points, and they had 203 rushing yards on A&M's defense. So, I mean...
Yeah, that's not a good sign for A&M.
No, I mean, you put an SEC team in there, and A&M's going to have to find a way to stop the run. Hopefully that doesn't pursue throughout the year. I mean, if they want a chance to be competitive, they're going to have to figure that out. But
I'm looking it up right now. John Mateer had 392 passing yards.
So it was close to 400. Okay.
Which I thought that record would be higher.
Same. For Baker.
In an opening game.
Yeah, it's the opening game.
I see.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's kind
Still,
of
though,
kind
that's
of a random
crazy.
stat, but his first game as a Sooner, and he goes out there. Now he has the
3 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad game for the kid.
Is he on Heisman watch? Is he a potential candidate?
He is one of my Heisman picks.
Really?
I think, I watched him play at Wazoo last year. I got a lot of buddies at Wazoo. They were super high on him.
Yeah.
Transfers, gets in that sports betting allegation. So I already love the guy for that. But no, I mean, he just looks like he's an athlete. He looks like a gamer. He wants to win. So I'm excited to watch Oklahoma this year. We'll see where they go.
Yeah.
We got Tennessee. They beat Syracuse by 20. Syracuse threw for 274 yards. I mean, that's a lot of offense from the Orange there. But Joey Aguilar, he looked great in his first game with the squad. 247 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. That UCLA transfer took Nico's spot pretty well and kind of ran with it. So
yeah, no, he looked very good.
They're another team that could be pretty exciting. So yeah, that's kind of...
What are they ranked right now? They're ranked 24th. I think they'll probably get higher than that.
They'll jump up for sure. Moving down, kind of the Big 12, Nebraska versus Cincinnati, 3-point game. Did you watch that one or?
I think I watched a little bit of it, just to see the Patrick Mahomes lookalike Raiola in action.
He had a pretty good game. I mean, 243 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions.
I can't like him.
No,
I can't stand watching him just because I'm like, bro, what are you doing?
He tries, but Nebraska had 4 receivers with over 5 catches. I mean, that's 20 completions distributed over 4 different receivers. That's really hard to stop. That's like...
They're spreading the wealth.
Oh, yeah. That's like having a whole starting 5 average like 10 points. Like, you just can't guard it. It's really hard. But Cincinnati goes for 202 rushing yards. They only had 69 yards of passing.
That's been a big theme so far in a lot of these games.
Mm-hmm.
Is like one team running the ball super efficiently against the other team.
It's almost just like one-sided. Like, one team's either going to go for a lot of passing yards and not a lot of rushing yards, or vice versa. So, I mean, Cincinnati, great job getting 202 rushing yards, but
yeah,
if you want to win games, you got to be able to throw for more than 70 yards. I mean, that's pretty terrible.
They almost got the job done, though.
They almost did. I mean, if you could have got to 100, you might have won.
I mean, yeah, like if you get... I mean, they had no picks, so if you get like a special teams play, like a turnover or something, it's a whole different ball game.
Yeah. Moving down, we got Colorado losing by 7 to Georgia Tech. That game was at Colorado, right?
Yeah, it was. Which I got a ESPN breaking news notification before the game that Colorado built a bathroom on the field for Deion Sanders.
Yeah,
so,
I mean,
in case you were wondering,
he's going through that.
You don't have to worry anymore. He's going to be all right.
His bladder is not what it used to be, but yeah, I mean,
not what it used to be.
Georgia Tech ran for 320 yards and 3 touchdowns. Mr. Sanders, you got to figure that out. Get your boys up front to play some football. That's, I mean, pretty bad by the Colorado defense. 320 yards that's bad. I mean, Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech was pretty good last year, so I had kind of high hopes. They were like a sneaky team.
They took Georgia all the way to that, 8 or 9 overtimes? I was watching that game. It was pretty crazy, but their quarterback actually ran for 100 of their 320 yards. So, I mean, both teams kind of had an average pass game.
What's his name? Like Hines King?
Yeah, Hines King. Ran for 120 yards. Might have had a touchdown.
He was a dog.
Tripping,
I was watching that, and I was like, man, that's another example of a quarterback who almost prefers to run.
Mm-hmm. Dual threat.
It's not even like dual threat, though. It's
run.
You'd rather run. Like, I don't know. Everyone used to say Lamar Jackson was a running back, but maybe all the QBs
maybe
nowadays are just running backs.
Yeah, I know. But Colorado had a chance to win the game, showed not the best clock management at the end there.
Oh, my
ended
gosh.
Up losing them the football game. So
I was so disappointed in Dion for that.
Yeah, they got
like
a lot
as
of
a pretty a casual football fan, like I could tell that was horrendous.
Yeah.
So I don't know what happened, but I feel like they did that last year too.
There was a couple times, where they let games get away from them just from how they're managing the clock. I mean, it's just not good for them.
Like to end the game with, I think they had 2 timeouts left in their pocket is crazy.
Yep. I mean, the Liberty transfer, I honestly forget his name. He looked good. The 5-star that they got to go there didn't play at all. I heard he might not play. They might be redshirting him. I don't know. It's a long season, but yeah, I mean, they got a lot of stuff to figure out over there in Boulder, but Dion might be the guy to do it. We'll see. Moving on, Arizona State, they beat NAU by about 20. They were favored by more than that, so...
Which is NAU even a D1 team?
They are. They're a D1 school, but I think they're FCS.
And, like, not even contenders in the
FCS.
No,
I think they're, I honestly didn't even know they have a football team, and they're 2 hours north of us here at Grand Canyon University, so... But yeah, only takeaway from that, Sam Levet, he looked really good.
I didn't even watch that game, to be honest.
I just saw one highlight of him scrambling out of the pocket, jukes out about 2 guys, and outraces the corner. So he's another example of a dual threat guy who just really wants to run. But
I honestly just looked at the score to make sure that ASU was winning, and I was like, they're doing what they should.
They'll be. I mean, I'm kind of excited to watch them play. They lost, obviously, Scattaboo. He was kind of the guy last year, but they got Sam Levet, and then they got Tyson. Tyson's widely being regarded as one of the most NFL-ready receivers. Probably going to go to the draft next year. He looks really good. Levet obviously looks really good, so they could make some noise in the Big 12 again this year.
What were your thoughts on the Kansas State-North Dakota game?
I honestly didn't watch it because I thought it was going to be a blowout, and then I looked at my phone, and it was 38-35. So, Kansas State, you got to figure something out. I mean, you go to Ireland, you lose to Iowa State, you come back to the States, and you barely beat North Dakota State. Avery Johnson, though, he played pretty good.
Yeah, 318 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks.
I mean, that's about as good as
that's about as much as you can ask.
I mean, you hung 38 points on him. Like, that's pretty solid. But
this is the kind of game that I was expecting most of them to be like. Just like offensive shootouts, like rusty defense, and we got quite the opposite in a few of these games.
Indeed. I mean, it was a lot of kind of just slow, boring football. But, yeah, I mean, Kansas State defense, lock in. I mean, 35 points let up by North Dakota, or you let North Dakota score 35 points on you. And the team you lost to in Ireland, Iowa State, played the other Dakota, South Dakota, and beat the absolute brakes off them, 55-7. So, I mean, Kansas State was
so crazy,
being widely regarded as could have a chance to win the Big 12 this year, and they just aren't really showing it. But only other, I mean, a lot of blowouts in the Big 12.
I want to talk about Texas Tech a little bit. I'm looking up right now what they're ranked. They're ranked 23rd.
In the country.
23rd in the country. I did not see them as a top 25 team, so that surprised me.
I didn't either. I mean, they won by 60, but they also
67-7.
Arkansas Pine Bluff, which I didn't even know was a college. So
that's got to be like a community college.
Yeah, I mean that's I've never really watched Tech football, so.
I mean, yeah, I haven't watched it since Patrick Mahomes was there.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, probably not going to be moving up the rankings just because of who they played, but they can make some noise. I think they made a little bit of noise last year.
I mean, their quarterback threw for 4 touchdowns.
Okay.
And then they had 2 other quarterbacks come in and also throw for a touchdown each.
So they kind of were just rolling on all cylinders there.
Yeah, so that's crazy to have 3 different quarterbacks playing a game.
That is a lot. BYU's freshman quarterback, true freshman quarterback, I believe, hung 69 on Portland State.
Oh my gosh.
This is Portland State, I believe they're D1. I think they're FCS if they are D1, but yeah, they
Portland
69-0.
69-0 is unreal.
That's a lot of points.
Those Mormons, man.
That is a lot of points. And kind of the final Big 12 game of the night was Pac-12 rematch. Utah beat UCLA 43-10. Utah ran for 287 yards. That's a lot.
That's That's crazy, especially against a team in UCLA that's pretty solid.
Yeah, I mean,
Like they're not some FCS team. Like they're a solid school.
I mean, yeah, big Pac-12 rematch there.
I know you're pretty high on Utah, so I want to kind of
Utah
just give you the stage here and let you go on a little rant.
I honestly, I've always liked Utah. Back even when they were in the Pac-12, they gave the Huskies some trouble.
They really did.
This year, I've heard their quarterback's supposed to be pretty good. But I didn't think they were going to win by 33 points to UCLA, especially that's Nico's first game there, Tennessee transfer, who famously said Tennessee wasn't paying him enough and ended up transferring to UCLA. In his first game, he loses by 33 points and only scores 10. Not a good look for him.
No.
But, I'm excited to watch Utah this year. Quarterback looks pretty good. Obviously, their run game solid, 287 yards. So
I'm looking it up right now. They had 2 running backs with 16 carries.
So they distributed it
And then they had another running back, a third running back with 11 carries.
So they got kind of
and each one of them had a touchdown.
3-headed monster over there in Utah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's exciting to see. I think they definitely have a chance to make some noise this year. Moving to the Big Ten, we already talked about Ohio State. Every other game was a blowout, but being from Washington, we got to talk about our Huskies.
We got to bring in the dogs,
What do
baby.
we think
Come
about
on.
the Huskies this year?
Honestly, their big 3 looked fantastic.
They did. Who's their big 3 for the people who don't know?
We got Damon Williams. We got Jonah Coleman, the running back. And then we got Denzel Boston.
Oof.
And he had a great catch in the end zone.
He did.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, those 3 aren't going to be as highly regarded as some of the other players on some of these other Big Ten schools, but
UW's going to make some noise this year, I think.
They can play. I
mean, I know we got some bias, but...
I agree. I think Coleman looked insane. He had a couple really good runs. He ran for 200-something yards, I believe. One player of the game on Big Ten Network, whoever gave him that. But he had one run where he bounced off like 4 dudes. I mean...
He's like a mini beast mode.
He's legit. Seattle's got some hope this year, and I'm really excited to see what the Huskies can do. Hopefully taking down the Ducks. I mean, that's really all that matters, that we beat those damn Ducks. So.
And Adam Mohammed.
He got some reps too.
He got some reps in a running back also, and he looked pretty good.
He does. I mean, we got 2 good backs. Demond, I mean, he's just hard to tackle.
He's fast.
He's
He's a slippery guy.
He is shifty, and that just plays right into Fisher's offense. I mean, Fish is the one who recruited him, 5-star out of Arizona.
Yeah, he came from Arizona.
Commits to Arizona and follows Fish to UW. Yeah, so he's an Arizona kid.
Well, I remember watching him a little bit last year. They'd sprinkle him in some games. And I mean, in the bowl game last year,
he looked great in the bowl game.
He put up like 4 or 5 touchdowns.
Threw for 300-something yards, ran for another 100 or something. He looked legit. So, I mean, the future's bright in Seattle. I could see us creeping into the top 25 this year. I'm going to say it right now.
Yeah.
I could say at the end of the year, I don't know if we'll be playoff contention.
I'm saying it right now.
We're gonna be in the top 25.
I like that.
And then kind of really the only other Big Ten thing we wanted to talk about was Michigan, and just because of their quarterback Bryce Underwood, how much attention he's gotten. It's on par with Arch Manning almost, to be honest.
Yeah.
He played pretty good. He looked solid. Like I said earlier, they got Oklahoma next week. So that's going to be 2 really good quarterbacks dueling it out, kind of each other's first test at their respective teams this year. So, yeah, I mean,
that's one of the few good games next week.
I'm excited to watch that one. That'll be
next week is.
I don't know where it's at, but if it's at the big house, it'll be rocking. So
I mean, either way, I'm sure it'll be pretty electric.
It'll be a good game. And then kind of looking at the ACC, same thing, a lot of blowouts. Only game we really want to talk about, we already talked about, that's Clemson LSU.
Yep.
Other game would have been Miami Notre Dame, but they're playing as probably.
Yeah, they're probably
kickoff is just happening
now.
as we're filming this, so we're not gonna be able to get to that one.
What are your projections for that game?
I think Notre Dame.
You think Notre Dame takes it?
I think
really?
Notre Dame. Yeah, I think.
Let's do a score prediction.
Score prediction. Okay, I got Notre Dame. They graduated their quarterback. I'm assuming he's in the NFL. I believe he got signed somewhere in the NFL. They still got their running back. It's at Miami. I'm thinking Notre Dame goes and scores 24. Miami has 17. 24-17 Notre Dame.
I don't hate that.
It's a pretty basic score, but I think it's going to be 24-17 Notre Dame.
I got Miami in this one.
You got Miami, okay.
I got Miami. I don't know about Notre Dame. They're going to have to convince me this year.
Okay, I like that.
Them and Penn State both. I think they're kind of fraudulent top 10 teams right now.
Okay.
But yeah, I got Miami. We'll say I like I like 24-10.
24-10
Miami.
By 14
Miami.
points.
By 14 points.
It is in Miami. It's at Hard Rock, so that could be.
Yeah, I got high hopes for Carson back here.
You do.
I'm not going to lie.
I just wasn't huge on Miami last year, and that's when they had the #1 draft pick.
Yeah, I think Carson Beck this year could be better than Cam Ward was last year.
Really?
I think he could be.
That would be so.
I mean, he's no Garrett Nussmeier, but he's probably number 2 in the Heisman this year.
That would be a sight to see. I mean, my personal thoughts last year were, I mean, just looking at the SEC game, when he goes down with an injury, the backup quarterback comes in and they still roll Texas because it was just Georgia. I mean, Georgia was just Georgia. They had weapons everywhere. I could have gone and played quarterback for Georgia, and we might have had a chance to win that game.
No, so. He was not great last year. No. But the year before, he was pretty good. I mean, he was top 3 quarterback probably.
It'll be interesting.
So I think change of scenery,
Yeah.
I think he'll be.
He's down in Party City, Miami now.
Yeah,
not dating a Cavender twin anymore.
I think he'll be good. He'd be locked in.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on, we're gonna give our final segment of the podcast for this first episode. We're gonna give some of our predictions for the year. Usually you do this before week 1. We just started filming week 1, so after week 1 predictions, let's start off with the Heisman. You want to go first?
Give me Garrett Nussmeier.
Nussmeier, okay.
I mean, we kind of talked about earlier, there's a lot of mobile quarterbacks like prefer to run. Mm-hmm. I think that the Heisman is a lot about stats. Mm-hmm. And I think he's going to put up a lot of passing stats, a lot of yards, a lot of completions, a lot of touchdowns, because he's throwing the ball 7-8 times out of 10 rather than running it. Mm-hmm. He's accurate. I like their offense this year. I like their defense. Mm-hmm. I think he could have had a better chance to win it last year if their defense was better, but they just weren't very good. So, yeah, I'm high on Nussmeier. I'm high on LSU.
Okay.
What do you got?
I got 2. I know it's kind of cheap, but kind of my dark horse is going to be John Mateer. I mean...
Yeah, I don't hate that, honestly.
He's the Wazoo kid. He's not from Washington, I don't believe, but he played at Wazoo. He's kind of just like a firecracker, I mean, he's just going to... He goes out there, he plays a lot like a Baker Mayfield, a lot like a Johnny Manziel, kind of just to lay it all out there. Just interesting play style, kind of really aggressive play style. So I really do like that, and I think he could put up a lot of good stats. My other guy, probably more of a down-to-earth pick, even after last night, Cade Klubnik. And he's the one, he battled your guy last night, and I think now that Clemson especially lost that game, they're going to have their back against the wall the rest of the year. I mean, they don't have... When you schedule a game like LSU for the first week, it's important. If you lose, you don't have many losses left. So I think him and Dabo are going to have to be firing on all cylinders the rest of the year.
For sure.
And I think, last year, they win the ACC, lose in the playoffs. I think he's ready. I think they're due. So
all right.
I think Clemson will go on a big run this year, and I think he's the leader of that ship, and I think he's going to have a great year. So.
When was the last time Clemson was really good? Was it 2020 when they lost?
That would have been 2019 when they lost to LSU. That was a T-Law.
I thought it was 2020.
No, there was that 19 team that was the Joe Burrow team.
Are you
Unless
sure?
I know that was the year they lost to Joe, but I don't know what they did the next year. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But 2019 was Joe Burrow, Jamar, Justin, and then 2020 would have been Kobe.
Which, looking back on it, that's such a crazy team.
It's ridiculous.
That is so wild.
Yeah, they ended up losing. Clemson lost that national championship. Then the whole DJ Ooga Looga Looga whatever. That whole project did not work out very well for them. So.
Not good.
Okay, now we're going to give our predictions of who we think are going to win the main 4 conferences. So, starting with the ACC, my pick was Clemson. Kind of
no surprise there.
Yeah, I think they're favored probably to win it. I think they're due. I think they're fired up, and I think they're ready. So, who do you got winning the ACC?
I got Miami this year.
Miami, the Canes.
I think...
The U.
I kind of already talked about it a little bit also, but I think Carson Beck is going to go in there this year and really turn things around from his previous season. Mm-hmm. And, I think we're going to see a similar offense to what Miami had last year.
Okay.
So
I like that. That's a good pick. Okay, you can start off with this one. What do we got? What do you think for the Big 12?
Big 12, I'm taking ASU.
ASU again.
I'm taking the Sun Devils back to back. Here we go.
Back, baby.
Yeah, they took care of business week 1 against Northern Arizona.
NAU.
So gave them some good momentum. Hopefully they can take some notes on the film from that game and just roll it on
Do the
forward
rest
to
of
the
the
next
year?
week.
Okay. My pick to win the Big 12, kind of out of nowhere, Utah, the Utes.
They've always been pesky, though.
They've
Like,
always
back to the Pac-12 days.
They won a lot of Pac-12 titles. They never really made the college football playoffs because that was back when it was the 4-team format. But they've been under the radar a little bit. They played okay last year. But this year, I think there's just something special brewing in Utah. And I think, they kind of just erupt out of nowhere. Back when they would win the Pac-12 too, they'd start out unranked. No one would really expect them to do much. And then they just go and put on a show. So I think it's going to be a repeat of that. I think they're going to bounce back and have a great year this year. So
that's a high grit, high motor type team.
That is a very high motor type team, if you know what we're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, SEC. This is probably my wildest pick. To win the SEC, I got South Carolina and Shane Beamer.
Wow.
I love that man. I love the way he coaches. I watched that SEC documentary.
Oh, yeah.
I just thought it looked like their team chemistry. Everyone on that team buys into what he does. He loves the team. He seems like a great guy and motivator.
Guy.
Dad's a Hall of Fame coach. He's been around the game. He's been around winning his whole life. He knows how to do it.
You're a big Gamecock guy.
Big Gamecock guy. Give me the Cox.
Can we get a Go Cox out of you?
Go Cox, baby. I think, they're kind of a dark horse. SEC is obviously probably the best, if not the best, football conference in the country. It has been forever. Yeah. But
I think you'd have some arguments about last year, though. I think the Big Ten kind of made a name for itself.
I think the Big Ten could be this year, too. But South Carolina is definitely, it's either one or two any given year.
Yeah.
Or the SEC, sorry. But I think South Carolina is going to go on a run this year, and they're going to shock a lot of people. I don't know if they'll win the national championship, but I think they're going to win the SEC.
Yeah.
Who do you got?
I got LSU.
LSU, the Tigers.
That's my goat right there is Nussmeier.
I'm
hoping for a big year out of him. LSU's offense is going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully their defense can make some improvements from last year.
Mm-hmm.
But
they seemed to do that last night. They were firing on all cylinders last night.
Week 1, they took care of a top 4 team in the nation. So I think it can only get better from here.
Yeah.
I think they're even a sleeper to go make a deep run in the playoffs.
I could see that. I think they have a lot better chance than South Carolina to win the national championship. I don't think South Carolina is going to go that far, but I just think they're going to be one of those teams that does good in the regular season in South Carolina.
Yep.
Go out maybe 1 loss, 2 loss, hopefully make the title game and maybe just shock someone. Kind of like an SMU from last year when they made the ACC title game. Then going to the Big Ten, I assume we have the same team.
Yeah.
Buckeyes.
Give me the Buckeyes.
Come on. Ohio State. They look really good.
Yeah.
Their freshman quarterback, he looks really good.
He looks all right.
They got probably the best player on offense in the entire country in Jeremiah Smith. He's like the most NFL ready
and the
guy.
best player on defense in all the country in Caleb Downs.
They look insane. Oregon could give them a shot. Penn State could give them a shot. The Huskies could give them a shot. But
Penn State's a fraud team. I stand by that
I agree.
forever.
I think Penn State's usually pretty fraud.
They're always ranked pretty high, and it's like, for what?
I don't think Oregon's going to do much this year. I think Ohio State is going to I could see them possibly going undefeated.
Yeah.
And just, rolling through. I don't know if they're going to win it. I think the SEC is going to be a little bit better than the Big Ten this year. I think.
You know what I forgot?
Huh.
I forgot Matt Patricia was their D coordinator now.
Yeah.
I did not know that until I watched the game.
That's why their defense was firing on all cylinders. I know I've said that on about 10 different teams, but
that was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. I think they're gonna ease their way into college football playoffs first week bye.
Yeah.
But
I think they will.
I think it'll be an SEC school to win it this year. I just got a feeling. I think it's gonna be an SEC school. I think LSU.
Really?
I don't think they're going to win the SEC, but I think
they're going to lose their conference but win the title.
Yes.
All right.
It's an interesting take, but
I want to know what the odds on that are in FanDuel.
When we look back at this, and I said that South Carolina wins the SEC and LSU wins it all, and that happens, I'm from the future. What can I say?
I'm from the future.
Okay. To end it off, we're going to go 2 teams we personally are excited to watch this year. I'll let you start with one of your teams. Who do you got?
First one I've talked about already is Miami.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to see what Carson Beck can do with that squad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to see if they have an electrifying offense like they did last year.
Mm-hmm.
Just see see what they can do on these weekends.
Yeah, it'll be exciting to watch. My first school is going to be Utah. It's kind of like you said. Already talked about them. I got them winning my Big 12. That's my prediction. And right now they're unranked. So in order for them to do that, they really better be exciting to watch. So I'm excited to watch that.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna. Yeah, I think they're just gonna kind of push their way back in the conversation for one of those dominant teams in their conference. You know, they came from the Pac-12. Now they're in the Big 12. They thrive in 12s. So let's see what happens. My second team, already talked about them earlier. Florida State. They weren't on my radar at all before last night, but after watching them beat Alabama by 2 scores, and just the way they played too, I thought they utilized their slot receiver. It looked like as a running back a lot of the times, and it just looked fun. Like it looked like fun football, and I feel like when you play footloose, and especially I'm guessing the way they feel with how they got beat bad last year, you know, they got nothing to lose, right? That coach has got to win, or else he's probably going to get the boot. So I think they could be really fun to watch. I think they're going to play like they have nothing to lose, and if they continue to do that throughout the year, I think they got the talent to be pretty good. So I think I'm excited to watch them play week in and week out.
I like that. My second team is a team that we haven't talked about at all, which is kind of surprising, but it's Bill Belichick and the Tar Heels.
The Tar Heels
in North Carolina. I have zero expectations. Honestly, I probably couldn't name one person on their roster. I'm just excited to see what a Bill Belichick team in college football does. I mean, if you would have told me right when you got the job that they go to the playoffs, I'd be like, I believe you.
Yeah.
And then there was all that drama with like Bill Belichick's like 20-year-old girlfriend or whatever.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, is he losing his mind? Like, is this what's going on? So I'm excited to see if. I have no words. I'm just excited to see what happens with them this year.
Is his son the D coordinator? Did he get signed?
I think so.
I know he was the Huskies defensive coordinator, but I believe, if I'm not mistaken,
is it what's his? I don't want to get it wrong.
I don't know.
Is
his
it
name.
Steve Belichick?
It might be. I think it is, but I believe
it sounds right.
I believe he's at North Carolina. Yeah, I mean Bill Belichick, arguably the best, greatest NFL coach of all time.
Yeah, it is Steve.
There. Yeah, Steve.
Give myself a little pat on the back there for that.
He's up there, and you know Steve. He was the defensive coordinator when the Huskies made that run. And we had a really good defense that year. So I mean, they obviously the Belichicks know what the heck they're doing. They start off their season tonight. Actually, they're underdogs.
Yeah,
at home.
I'm excited to watch it.
It should be fun to see what Billy's got cooking over there in North Carolina. So, yeah, those are kind of just our takes on week 1.
Should we give a national champion pick?
Sure. Let's do it. I mean,
we didn't think about this at all.
I kind of already gave mine. I think it's going to be the LSU Tigers.
You think LSU?
I think they're going to have a bounce back year from last year, and I think that LSU is going to win the national championship. Sorry, I kind of took your guy.
No, that's all right. Guy, he's my Heisman, but I don't think LSU has what it takes to win it all. I think they're going to make a pretty good push in the playoffs. My national champion this year, I think I gotta go with Texas.
Texas, the Horns.
I'm a believer in Arch Manning.
Okay.
I think his first week was a little rough, but I think he's gonna put it together. I think the Texas team is gonna put it together. I just think they have what it takes.
I think it would be really fun to see and really good for college football if we saw an Ohio State, Texas 1 versus 2 rematch. Start the year with that game, end the year with that game.
Man, that would be so electric.
That would got to be one of the most tuned-in college football games of all time if that happened. Just the background behind it. Both quarterbacks would have a year to kind of get their feel for the team, get their feet on the ground, and go produce the way everyone knows they can. So that would be fun.
No, I definitely agree. But yeah, that's my pick. Texas to win it all.
Who do you think is going to be that 5th team? Because, you know, the 4 main conferences, they get their draw in.
Like the Boise State from last year,
who's going to be this year's Boise State?
Who's going to be this year's Boise State? So it has to be a team outside of the
Power 4 conferences. I got mine if you want to think about it.
Yeah, you can go first.
I think it's going to be the team that just beat the brakes off of Boise State. That's Southern Florida.
Really?
Yes, they looked really good. I don't even know
hate
what
that.
conference they're in. I don't know anything about them. I just know that their quarterback looked like a dude. He was running people over. He was airing it out. I mean, I feel like in order to be that team that makes it in, you just got to have a guy. Kind of like in Ashland JT of last year. Like, in those smaller conferences, if you have a high-level player, they can produce unreal numbers. And I think Southern Florida, even though I don't know much about them, don't really know anything about them. I watched them play one game, and I think they're going to be that team.
I like Colorado State.
Colorado State.
They're in the Mountain West, right?
Yes, Mountain West.
I mean,
they're soon to transfer to the Pac-12, but that hasn't happened yet.
So was it last year that they played against Colorado in that big?
Mm-hmm.
It was like a big deal between their coach and Dion, getting at each other.
That was last year.
They had some dudes last year that I really was like, okay, whoa, like this team could make some noise.
And most of them return, I believe.
Yeah, I know they had some playmakers that
went to the draft.
Yeah, went to the draft and whatever. But I mean, watching them against UW, they put up a fight.
They did.
I mean, ultimately they did lose by 20,
just about
15,
20. Yeah, just about 20.
Something like that. So I mean, UW did take care of them, but I mean, UW's probably the best team in the nation. So.
Yeah, UW got it. UW should have been my national pick, to be honest.
But no, I like Colorado State. I think they're a program that's on the up and up, and I think they could have a big year this year.
I can see that. I mean, they got their quarterback returning. He's the guy who kind of got chippy with Shador last year.
Yeah.
And they got that really, I believe it's a 6'8" tight end.
Yeah, that's crazy.
UW.
They got LeBron out there playing tight end.
I know. UW did a pretty good job defending them last night, but it seemed like the quarterback was firing at a really good level.
Yeah.
Like he was making plays that were there. It was just the receivers dropped a lot of passes.
Yeah. Which I think that'll happen.
I mean, they'll fix that.
Jeremiah Smith was dropping balls.
100%.
So it's like
that quarterback, he's a I mean, he can play. So and obviously, I mean, when you talk that talk against Shador, you got confidence in yourself. So he is the right guy to be able to lead them to a spot in the playoffs. I like that pick a lot.
Yeah.
We'll throw one more out there. Most overrated team this year.
Penn State.
You think Penn State?
Penn State. What are they? They're ranked number 2
They're
right
ranked
now?
number 2 in the country right now.
For what?
Yeah.
For what?
Shoot. My pick. I think Penn State's highly overrated too.
I mean, last year was like their defense. Like Abdul Carter was like the man.
Yeah.
Like who?
They got Drew Aller and Singleton this year, but that's about it.
I mean, they're a good team, but are they a top 5 team? I don't think so.
I honestly think my pick is going to be Miami.
Really?
I just think Carson Beck. I'm not a Carson Beck guy.
So we're on opposite sides of the Miami spectrum here.
We are on very opposite sides of the Miami
right.
spectrum. I think that Cam Ward was legit, and he was obviously the number 1 draft pick. He was the dude. So I don't think Carson Beck's going to be able to fill that role, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, they're only ranked 10. I think they're probably a ranked team in the top 25, but I don't think top 15 by the end of the year. I think they'll be floating in the 20s. So that could be a crazy take. I mean, I also have South Carolina winning the SEC, but I got high hopes for those. So
I'm excited to go back and listen to this again at like the end of the year
and just
be like, man,
compare what we thought.
We were just wrong on everything.
So off. It could be Damon Williams winning the Heisman. I hope. That would be awesome.
Please.
So, yeah, but that was week 1.
Yeah.
It was an exciting week. Probably one of the best opening weeks I've seen in a while. Just a lot of big matchups. The games were kind of boring, but I mean, big-time players were playing each other, so it was fun to watch.
Yeah. Well, I think that's going to do it for our week 1 podcast.
See you guys next week.
Yeah.